gentlemen, welcome and good afternoon here on Auto Club. We are ready for round 3 of the S.R.O.C GT3 Sprint Series, and we await the rest of the drivers since Kevin Enderman has been grid up already. Here they come. We have here a look at the standings. Well, everyone's getting ready for the start. It's gonna be 16 laps here around the competition layout of Auto Club. It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be the first roval of the season. The next one will be next year in 2019 on New Hampshire, and we're very curious as to what the drivers can do here. On pole is Kenzie Nuoff. Next to him will be Turam. There will be 13 drivers here this evening, and this will be the first race of the evening. There we see Tegelaar also getting up. We're still waiting for Turam. There he is. And we await the green lights for the start of the first race. I believe it's a false start by Turam there. And off we go with the rest of them. Kenzie Nuoff with a great start. Eekhoven goes onto the apron to dodge everyone around, going around Turam, excuse me. We see Enderman in second place. Behind him is, let's see, Nicky Decker with Eekhoven on the inside. Let's see if there is going to be trouble right there. Andy Wong on the outside with Daniel Taylor right next to him in the orange Mercedes. We see Tegelaar coming up the field on the inside next to Andy Wong on the inside. Let's see who makes it first. Going into these corners here, it is still Nuoff in the lead with Enderman right behind him. Nicky Decker in third place. Tegelaar goes onto the grass. Tegelaar onto the grass. Corrects it, saves it. And behind him is Andy Wong. Andy Wong here in first place with Ferrari. Let's see here while the drivers go through the hairpin. Everything is looking very well there. We see in the back Gilles and Mas and Tegelaar. We've had a little moment there together. Mas jumped into Davis Tegelaar at the start. Let's see what happens here with these two leaders. We have Nuoff being followed by Enderman very closely here. Enderman, who was absent in last round. And Nuoff, who lost his leading position in the standings to Daryl Atkins, but Atkins isn't here today, so that might mean someone else is going to take the lead in the standings over. So it looks good for Nuoff right now, who will be completing his first lap together with Enderman here on the roval of Auto Club Speedway. Here they come. And it's Enderman, yeah, it's Nuoff. They're going into turn 1 together at the moment. There they are. Enderman on with the undercut on Nuoff. Nuoff takes the wider approach to turn 1, and Enderman passes for the lead. Very well done there by Enderman there in the BMW, but Nuoff undercuts him in the chicane while Wong and Nicky Decker are in the battle as well. It's still Enderman and Nuoff side by side getting through the next corner here to the left. It's the hairpin there. Oh, and it looks like Enderman has passed him for real this time. Oh, and Tegelaar in the background, slipping again. They're on the exit having some trouble. And Wong is also putting pressure on Nicky Decker, while Taylor is having a good race as well. He's able to keep up with Wong in front of him. And let's see if Nuoff can put in another attack there. Here they come onto the roval again. Mas and Tigelaar are finding their ways back to the pack. Differences between the drivers. Jeremy spit it after his false start. Looked like he had some connection issues as well. He got back immediately there. Maybe just let everyone pass. It's a possibility. Well, Nuaf comes closer and closer. Turn one there. And here they are. Tigelaar is being followed there very closely as well. Rati there we see him in the background. Oh, and Nicky Decker spins in there, but oh my god. Yes, to let everyone pass there. That includes Rati and Tigelaar as well. That's very unfortunate for him there. Just was too late on the braking there and didn't manage to save the car there anymore. And Long needs to keep Taylor now behind him. While we see Nuaf on the back end of Kevin Enderman at the moment. Well, some guys are taking a few cones with him onto the track. Here comes Daniel Taylor on the outside of Andy Wong here. It's going to be a long way up there. Taylor is going to have a little bit of a disadvantage there on the outside line. He's sneaking back to the white line on the inside. Has passed Andy Wong for P3. Very well done there. But now it's going to be a surprise as to Wong will make a counter move here going into the first turn there. But it doesn't seem so. Does break a little bit later, and Taylor, you can see him sneaking up onto him there, but he's too far behind him at the moment. Very well done there by Taylor, good defense as well. While also Roddy in the background has passed Tigelaar, we've missed it. While these two were battling it out on the long straight here on the roval. And you can see there different drivers taking different lines there through that hairpin. And it's still Enderman in the lead. Sometimes he looks like he's able to pull a little bit of a gap there in comparison to Nuaf, but that long straight of the oval here on Auto Club Speedway just manages to let someone behind you get closer during that long draft process. And here we see Andy Wong coming up the roll a little bit better than Taylor does. Does have a narrower line there, closing up to the white line there on the inside. Let's see. On the edge there. Well, we see Nuaf also with a move there. Wants to come out of the draft there. Wants to launch a side ender and then let's see if he succeeds here in the chicane. It's going to be a left-hander first and a right-hander. It's going to be too far for him right now. Taylor fighting it out with Andy Wong as well. And Roddy seems to be pulling away from the guys behind him. Nicky Decker is clamping on there. Has passed Tigelaar as well. And here we see Nuaf taking a little bit of a line there. We have a lot of absence today here. Some just not interested in driving a roval. Some just not owning the roval here on iRacing Service. Even though the roval is a particular popular track on oval courses. So even in IndyCar or NASCAR, you will see it come on the schedule a lot, but not for road courses. That's true. Let's see here. Taylor and Wang. Can we get closer and closer to each other? Doesn't seem so at the moment. Tigra has passed Nicky Decker again. There's something going on with these two. Probably gonna make a lot of mistakes, both of them. We see here the Audi far superior to that of the Mercedes. Nicky Decker making up some ground here on a long straight. Oh, and Tigra having some trouble there. Nicky Decker on the outside of Tigelaar will be on the outside here in the hairpin. Let's see if he can make it. No, doesn't seem so, but he may have a better exit coming out of this hairpin, but runs wide a little bit. It's allowed there. There's no slowdown penalty coming out of that asphalt piece there, but found Tigelaar ran in front of him. Let's see here. Oh, it's Tigelaar probably having a slowdown there, having to slow down. Got a piece of the track there. Let's see if Wang can get closer again to Taylor. Seems to have a little bit of trouble in that last sector coming up the oval. While Eekhoven has passed Gilles at the moment. Can get closer and closer. Doesn't seem so yet. There we see Gilles in place. Make room, excuse me. The top four relatively close to each other. And again, Tigelaar and Nicky Decker battling it out for P6. While in the background we see Tigelaar passing Gilles, lapping him. Jonas Gilles is one of the newcomers in the GT3 Sprint Series. Hope he will enjoy himself. Well, we see something has happened in the front. It's Nuaf, who had passed Enderman, now lets him by again on the apron. That looks like a slowdown penalty to me. Might have been an illegal overtake somewhere, probably. But Nuaf has been very correct on letting Enderman pass. Does need to watch out that Wang and Taylor don't come too close to him. Has given up a second on Enderman. That will make Enderman very happy there, not having Nuaf in his draft every time in the straight. And that looked like someone went a little bit wide there, but he just hairpin. It's just a hairpin, nothing wrong with him. Ooh, and Taylor has to look out there. Tricky there. And this is a very fast chicane here. It's basically full throttle. You have to be on time for the brakes here. And we'll see what Nicky Decker did earlier. Spin out and losing the rear. And Nuaf isn't as fast everywhere as Enderman is. While Nicky Decker or Tigelaar are fighting it off again. It's a very, very close battle there indeed. Here we are with them on the screen. It's Tigelaar being put aside there by Nicky Decker. Oh, and Nicky Decker running a bit wide again. And there goes Tigelaar around Nicky Decker again. And there we go onto the oval again. There is Tigelaar touching some cones. This might cause a little bit of a slowdown penalty again, but we will see about that in a moment. So far, it's Nicky Decker crawling up the behind of Tigelaar with Tigelaar right behind him. It's Attigelaar going onto the apron. Nicky Decker on the outside. Looks like Nicky Decker is going to make it to turn 1. Yes, the Audi seems to be having a lot more power through that straight. Let's see who breaks later. It's Attigelaar squeezing everything out of his Mercedes engine. And we see Nicky Decker with a wide approach. Attigelaar ducks underneath and makes it going into the left-hand chicane. Right-hander back again. Yes, Davis Attigelaar in the meanwhile caught up with the both of them. Davis Attigelaar going around Nicky Decker. And let's see if Nicky Decker can fend off Davis Attigelaar here in the BMW. Looks like it so far. Drivers here have to watch out. They don't give up all of their positions in one corner. Nicky Decker needs to stay sharp. And Attigelaar, after his incident at the start or in turn 1 with Alex Mas, has found the back of Nicky Decker. And Attigelaar as well. Let's see. There's the cleanest going through these corners there. Attigelaar probably with a little mistake there, going a little bit wide. Oh, it's going to be very close there. Coming up the road, whoever has the best exit here might win it in turn 1. Or even sooner. Here we see him going on to pit exit there. Here they come. Nicky Decker making the same move again on the outside this time. Attigelaar is still in front of him. And pushing Nicky Decker a little bit to the outside. While there, Nicky Decker wants to brake a little bit. Brings over here to avoid any crashes. Very well done. And these three are still in a freeway battle here. And Nicky Decker seems to be coming out of that hairpin way better than Attigelaar, but they touch. Nicky Decker touches Attigelaar down with the overtake. Davis Attigelaar passes them both. Is the lucky dog here between the three of them, and Attigelaar needs to correct his moves there. Alex Mas has passed Attigelaar as well. That's a very big drop down from At. Very unfortunate there. Looks like Nicky is waiting a little bit. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. So here we have Juan Taylor. Still in the deadlock. 3rd and 4th. We're in lap 10 already. Way past the halfway mark. Oh, here we see a late break by Antoine. Beautiful. Econ is having a lot of trouble there in 10th position. Doesn't find rhythm really. And while we look here at Taylor and Wong, does look like Taylor has come closer to Nuaf in front of him. And Wong looks very patient right now. Either can't get any more out of his Ferrari, or is just being very patient and waiting for that final lap. Because I can imagine you don't want to lead the race going into the last lap on that long straight. It's looking good for him here though. One going a little bit wide, hitting the cones there. We're already on the oval. And you don't want to make extra miles there on that straight start finish line of the oval. It's going to be a loss of time for everyone who's going to move up the oval. And we see Nicky Decker falling back into positions. I don't know why at the moment. He's having trouble. We see him now. we're back with Wang and Taylor. And they're with a comfortable lead of 2 seconds. Oh, and Wang! That looks like a little bit of net code, I believe. That's like lag in the shooter game. Wang with a little bit too late of a braking maneuver there, but the car just went through Taylor, so it's probably some frames doing mind tricks on us. And Wang is having some troubles coming out into the corner. Let's see if Dekker can keep up with Antigua. Significant damage there on his car, both cars to be honest. But Audi isn't looking good anymore. Here we have GT on board going wide in the hairpin. Eekhoven putting him another lap down there. Oh, and it's Nicky Dekker having trouble coming onto the oval. We see him here. Looks like he hit the inside wall very hard. Makes it to pit lane immediately. So that means Attigra will be relatively safe for the rest of the race. And here we are with the defending champion, Alex Mas. Images on board, enjoy. While we're on board with Alex Mas, we can see that Kenzie Nuaf has had a crash. Here he is. Yes, same thing as Nicky Dekker. Was in second position though. This is going to be very painful for Kenzie Nuaf, who is second in the standings. Lost the rear of the car, coming up the oval, hitting the inside wall very hard there, but this is even creating smoke coming out of the engine top, and this will probably a race over for Nuaf, who will score 0 points if he won't manage to repair his engine. And the race won't even make it into his pit stall almost, rolling into it. That means Taylor has found himself in second position, and Wang has made his way back up to the podium with this incident here by Nuaf. And with an overhead view with Antigua here. This is the so-called hairpin. This allows different lines. There he is, Nuaf with the orange letters in the graphic, meaning he's in the pits, trying to make repairs, and Gilles has passed Nicky Dekker meanwhile. And we're back with Kevin Anderman leading the race in his 15th lap. Has a little bit less than half a track until he enters his last lap. Has 5 seconds advantage over Daniel Taylor. Has managed to keep damage to a minimum, even though has a little dent on his right headlight there. Might have been a little incident somewhere. Didn't see how to painful for him. At least not for his car. It's a very good race here by Anderman. Because Mr. Round will be very pleased if he keeps this up at least. So we're scoring 75 points again. Getting closer to the top, especially with Nuaf looking like he's going to score the goose egg, as well as Atkins, who was leading the standings up until now. There is 15 laps completed. Zanton is last lap. We are following Anderman on his last lap in this first race of tonight. We are approaching this left-hander here, and another one. Meaning this is the last turn Anderman has to make for coming up the straight here on Auto Club Speedway. Will win tonight's first race in round 3 of the GT3 Sprint Series. Congratulations, Kevin Anderman, with your comeback on Auto Club Speedway, and we will make our way to race 2 of the evening. Very well done here by Anderman. Taylor in second place with one. Not very far behind him. Well, we look at Alex Mas in 6th position. Nicholas Roddy finishes in 4th. Damon Stigler will finish 5th. Here he is. And Alex Mas is coming up the straight as well. Meaning we will prepare ourselves for the next race. We thank you for watching. And we bid you all a good evening. Bye bye.